you have now tuned in to my Bad Girls Club Redemption recap. Guys, be sure to subscribe if you have not yet done so, and you probably have not because this is a brand new channel. The other channel that I had is no longer existent. So yeah, definitely be sure to subscribe to this channel and share wherever you like to share videos, like Facebook, Google Plus, or anywhere, Twitter, wherever. Okay, definitely do appreciate all the support and love. All right, guys. You know, I'm gonna be doing Mob Wives that starts tomorrow, so I'm super excited about that. So be sure to check that out. Those girls look like they about to get crazy up in there. And this is going to be, this is the episode before the finale for Bad Girls Club Redemption. This was called Twerk It Out, I think. Yeah, I believe so. It was a pretty good episode. This kind of actually seemed like a few of the ladies were kind of into redemption mode, you know, because throughout this season I didn't see a whole lot of redeeming themselves. You know what I'm saying? I saw a lot of ratchet. You know, I saw a lot of get ratings kind of stuff going on, but not a whole lot of redeeming. So anyways, now Sarah, she realizes that she is actually annoyed by all the things that her father was doing in the last episode. Because not only was it like a little embarrassing to her, even though she's used to it, it's like he was talking to the enemy, you know, to girls that she don't even would like that. You know what I mean? So she kind of addressed that when she ended up talking to Laura, the life coach, when they had their little family meeting. So everybody ended up having like family meetings or whatever. Rima, she had a nice little one with her son. Wasn't too much to talk about with that. He just kind of solidified the fact that, okay, I love you. You're the best mommy to me in the whole wide world type of thing. With Sarah, so she goes into the life to see the life coach with her father. And she literally cries and tells him that she was hurt by the fact that he was talking to people like Rocky and how much these people hurt him. And he's like, well, I didn't know. I mean, honestly, he seemed like he didn't really care, you know. I mean, maybe she would have said something like, okay, that's the girl. Yeah, I had something in my tooth. Like, that's the girl that was like messing with me or whatever. Maybe he would have had like a little heads up, but I don't think she had gave him like an actual heads up, like, okay, this is the exact person that I want you to like stay away from. So he was just on his, woo, let's have some fun type of thing. You know what I mean, bro? So anyways, she also lets him know that she wants him to be more responsible and to kind of be more of a father and pay bills and do things that grown-ups do and not just rely on her for everything. So it seemed like everything is all well. They left with smiles and hugs. So I don't know, you know, but that's how people do. They pretend in front of the TV and all that because they ain't gonna curse you out on the TV, and then all of a sudden when you get home, that's when you're gonna feel the fire and the fury, you know what I mean? But I mean, I don't know how they really are, but a lot of families, I know, I know us people, we be like that sometimes. I mean, sometimes you'll do it even if the people are in front of you because you're just so pissed off, but a lot of times you'll be all smiles and giggles in front of people, but then when you get behind those closed doors, it's a whole nother story. You're gonna have to hear it. So Camilla's mother, she goes in with her, and with her, she's like overly aggressive, and she kind of doesn't trust Camilla to like live by herself and do things on her own. And it hurts Camilla because she wants to, I guess, kind of grow up and do her own thing, and her mom's kind of holding her back from doing so. But her mom is on some ride or die, like, yo, I don't want nobody touching my daughter. She was like, you don't know, like, I would kill for her. I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You could tell she don't play that. And but I feel like Camilla, if she has a child, and I said this on Beamly, guys, be sure to check out Beamly. We like 35,000 strong up in there. I did say this before, that I feel like Camilla would be her mother if she has a child, because you see how she is. She gets crazy. She's protective over her friends. She doesn't like people saying certain things to her, otherwise she's quick to kind of snap. I feel like that's what she learned from her mother, and that's the way she would be to her child. And it's kind of like a cycle that's going to continue because no one's really trying to change anything. Like, it's like every time she tries to like change, it's like somebody kind of pulls her back into that crazy, about to get crazy, I don't give a type of lifestyle, you know what I mean? So Danny, she talks to her mother and she says, she kind of apologizes for the way that she's been talking to her mother, and she also is like that she felt like her sister's the one who gets babied all the time, and her mother's just because she feels like she's more responsible than her sister is. So that's the reason why she tends to be that way. And she just like apologized for the way that she talked to her. I mean, Danny apologized to her mother. She said she called her all types of names, but her mom is always still there for her. I do see like she would probably be the type to get like really disrespectful, because you see how she does get all crazy and loud, and I feel like a lot of times it don't even be reasons to like turn up the way she be turning it up. It'd be like, girl, go sit down in the corner somewhere, because I don't know, you doing too much right now. That's just how I be feeling with her. So now they also talk about the fact that she has to tell her father that she had a miscarriage, because she never really like let him know that. And she was worried about doing so. She even asked Camilla to go to the dinner party that the dinner that she was going to have with her parents, so that if anything she can kind of show like, I guess like that, so that she can kind of show that she relates to her, and there's a reason why she was the way she was, because she was suffering from depression and all these other things during that time. Like she literally like had a nervous breakdown type of thing, and that's the only reason why her mother had to get involved and knew about it. So when she tells him, he does look like he was uncomfortable. He does look like he was upset, but he got over it, especially when Camilla kind of chimed in and spoke up and let them know that she went through a similar situation. It really did help to diffuse it and kind of get him back to an understanding type of mode. I think he felt like he wished that there would have been a different outcome, like he would have been able to do something, but in those types of situations there's nothing you can really do, you know what I'm saying? Just maybe keep her away from the person that she was with or whatever, because from what she was saying in previous episodes, the guy that she was with, I don't think he really cared about the whole situation and that she was hurting about it. It was just like, oh, I dodged the bullet, you know, type of thing, which is really messed up, because I think another thing too is that to see her sister have a child and she doesn't, it probably messed up in the head too. So now Rocky, she needs to work on her relationship with her mother, and I felt like that scene just went so quickly. I mean, I know they probably cut a whole bunch, because they were supposed to have, from what they had said initially, an hour with each of them, but of course they can't show an hour worth of conversation, because you can only edit and add but so much into this episode, you know. So, but the little scene that they showed for Rocky and her mother just seemed like, okay, all is well, we're good, okay, bye-bye. Like, what? Whatever. So one of Camilla's friends from Cali Swag District, she said it's from the people that do the teach me how to Dougie, teach me how to Dougie. And if I wasn't mistaken, I thought they were from Harlem. I remember one of my homies, he had told me that he knew them. I don't know, you know, if it's the same people, if it's the same person, but yeah, he said that he knew him, like the person who did it or whatever, you know, they're from Harlem. So, I don't know. But I don't know where Bad Girls Club Redemption is. Where are they anyway? Because it seemed like, you know, she was so easily able to go to them. That's the reason why I was kind of saying that. So, yeah, he passed away from sickle cell anemia. And, you know, that is something that can take your life at a younger age. I remember there was somebody that I worked with that had a similar situation. And I do know a few people that have it. And, you know, I'm hoping definitely that it doesn't do anything to them. And they've been pretty good and consistent and taking their medicines and stuff like that. But, you know, it's a sad thing, because that's the kind of disease that it hurts you a lot, like literally hurts you, like because the red blood cells, they turn into a certain shape, and while they're passing through the veins, they like literally cause you to feel like you're being tortured, you know what I'm saying? And there's certain medicines that you can take and stuff like that, but it's something that can flare up at certain times. So yeah, it seems like you know, they took that person, that the disease took over that person's life and took their life ultimately. And Camilla was really hurt by this, and it kind of gave her another aspect on life to say, you know, we're arguing about all this stupid stuff like cameras and this and that, but at the end of the day, people are fighting for their lives, you know? It's much more serious than this. And I really hope that she kind of keeps that mentality, because a lot of people, is like, situations happen, you kind of realize like, oh my gosh, why am I fighting? Why am I doing this? Why am I doing that? But then at the end of the day, you're going back to the same way that you were, you know? It's just like, it just goes over your head, and that's it. So, you know, hopefully she keeps this mentality, and this will definitely be like a redemption for her if she's able to do so. I don't know how long it's going to really last, but it seemed good. I mean, that's pretty much the episode in a nutshell. It wasn't too like, you know, oh my gosh, there's things that I need to really like talk about that were like fighting or anything like that. It was just like a straightforward episode, pretty simple and easy. And that's it. Alright guys, I want to know what you thought about this episode. What have you thought about the season in general? A lot of people I see, they were like, I'm over it. Like, it's whatever, these girls are blah. I'm wondering if they're going to have a reunion. I mean, they usually do, right? So they're most likely going to have one. So I guess we'll just see what exactly happens with that. Looking forward to that, right? Because I know that's probably going to be crazy. Actually, they are going to have one, because I remember somebody was saying, I think I saw Sarah, she was talking on somebody's thing where she said that it was that certain people didn't want to come to the reunion or something like that. I think Julie didn't want to come or something, but I guess we'll see what happens. All right guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to stay fabulous, live free, and soar limitless. I'll see you in the next one. Laters.